What's going on, y'all? Anyway, no. Girl, it is so hot. It is so hot. And I'm talking about outside. Girl, I just came back in the house and I thought I was gonna let this simmer, and I was debating on whether or not I was gonna even speak about it. But since this, because y'all know I really do not like talking about fellow YouTubers or whatever. But the only time you'll get me to talk about it or mention something that's going on is if it's a really, really hot button topic that really can't be avoided. And in this situation, I feel like this is one of those topics that can't be avoided because right about now, people are just still up in arms about it, as they should. And I don't know. If you haven't heard anything, basically what was going on is, and I saw this yesterday. I saw this yesterday because the clip was posted on the Shade Room, on all of the blogs. It got posted on Twitter and on TGIF. I guess it's a show, Fox Soul or whatever, something like that that happens on the internet, okay? Have I ever sat down and actually watched a full episode? No, I haven't, okay? I just don't like, I'm just not into the talk show type of things. I've already told y'all that. I see clips and all that stuff. But what got people up in the uproar, including myself, because I can admit that, yeah, I was taken aback by the things that were said, given that I actually like some of this person's content or whatever. And that's what really disappoints me. Okay, that's what really disappoints me. I don't want to get on here and bash and go in like everybody else probably is, because we can say a lot of things, and I don't want that coming back to me. But at the end of the day, Funky Dineva unfortunately put his foot all the way up in his mouth, and at a point I feel like he knew that it was gonna happen, because if you watch the clip, he said, I may get a lot of, people may be mad at me or whatever, or something like that, to the fact that you knew that people was going to be upset. So in the clip, what's been going on, let me just give you backstory about how all of this came about. There has been rumors going on about Halle Bailey being pregnant, okay? She was seen, I guess, walking in a video of her boyfriend DDG, and it did look like, she had a little bump or something like that. 9/10 it was just oversized clothes, because the rumor got so big. You had Chloe, who came online. She was on live getting her makeup and all that stuff and her hair done. And, she somewhat addressed it by saying, keep my, what did she say exactly? Cause I had to tweet this because I was just taken so aback by, what was said. She said, y'all better keep, and listen to my voice. She said it so calmly. She said it so unaggressively. She said it in a way that was like kind of playful too, just slightly, but with a little bit of seriousness, but not so overly aggressive like I'm finna whoop your ass or something like that. She just said, y'all better keep my sister name out y'all mouth, okay? Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah. All right, y'all not about to get me riled up. That's how it is. And if you have ever watched a live or a video clip of Chloe Bailey and her sister, or even just Chloe on, Instagram live or whatever, how she has a playful personality. She has a very calm personality. Truth be told, you'll probably make her cry in a second, all right? And then they didn't already establish that between the two of them, Hallie is the one that'll fight and get all riled up. She the one that'll get all riled up, right? And Chloe's the one that'll cry. So, and if you know the dynamic between those two, they're always taking up for each other. They're always taking up for each other. And what I saw in that clip was simply, hey, y'all, just chill out on my sister right quick, okay? I don't want to have to get riled up and have to come on here and say some things or whatever. Just chill out on my sister right quick. Doing what any sibling, anybody that's close friends with somebody, consider somebody family that they love a lot, that they protect, would do for them, for their siblings. Because I would do the same. And truth be told, she did them out very, very G version, because Ashley would have got real gutter. Okay, I would have showed you a hood rat. All right, because what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna talk about my sister. You're not gonna keep on doing all this stuff, whatever. And that's just what it is. Shout out to my sister. She having a little hard time right about now. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, people are dropping like flies, and it's just making me really, really sad. As I said in another video, my sister dealing with the death of her friend, and I was just like, oh wow, but you just don't know, okay? And when you already have the example of them, and how their dynamic is, they're very close, they're very protective of each other, and no, I don't. No one sees anything wrong with that, except for one person. Apparently, Funky Dineva felt that wasn't right or whatever. Like, this clip comes out of them on their show the night before, and they're discussing this clip. And mind you, from what I recollect, they was talking about the fact that they're trying to, I guess, figure out whether or not it's true, or do they believe that Halle is really pregnant. And so they played the clip of Chloe and what she said, and then, if you don't believe the tone, go back and watch her clip, because it's all over the internet and you can gather the tone. And I'm bringing that up for a reason, because of what I'm about to say now. Funky Dineva went into a rant. He went into a rant that was full of so much vitriol, and that was so anger-filled, and it felt so personal. And I'm sitting here like, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, wow. And this is not me, because I do like the girls. I've met the girls before, This is just because, first of all, they didn't do anything to anybody. These are some of the most unproblematic girls on the internet, or out here in the industry right about now. Some of the most happiest girls out here, just friendly with this person, that person, that person. They're very wholesome to a certain extent. We've seen them grow up. We've seen them, and when I say wholesome, I mean they ain't out here starting no trouble. You know what I'm saying? They minding their business, they doing their stuff or whatever. But at the same time, they get a lot of backlash, especially Chloe. And in this instant, I was really confused as to where all of this was coming from with Funky Dineva. Now, I done seen some of his videos where he has spoken on Chloe, and he's never spoken this harshly. He has expressed, I believe, that, he was a little confused about where she was going in her career and the image that she was putting out. Understandable, because a lot of people have been having those same topics, okay? They've had those same concerns, they have those same comments, and that is understandable, because, we live in this day and age where when we see somebody growing up, and we've seen them when they first come on the scene and they're young kids, and then they're growing into teenagers, and then they're growing into young adulthood, and we see them trying to find themselves, and they're going through different stages to see what fits them, okay? And we saw her going through the stages. Well, she was with Chloe and Halle, and she was one way, and now she's Chloe. And, she's all out there. You know what I'm saying? She's very, much in tune with her body. She likes to show her body. She's, she has a nice body. She likes to show it. And people sometimes have a problem with it. Is it too much sometimes? For me, sometimes it could be, But am I finna go and get all up in my feelings about it? No. It just get annoying, because I know that's what everybody want to start talking about first when it comes to her. And, for some people, that overshadows the talent, but the talent is there. So I don't feel like it can really be overshadowed that much. But I understand the criticisms to a certain extent, that people who are criticizing, who have valid points, and they're not taking it so personal. Every time Chloe does something, it's a think piece that's coming out, and that has to be tiring. And she's not wavering back from it. She's still there. You know what I'm saying? It's not letting her let up about being in this entertainment business. She's still here. But this rant was so freaking personal, this response. Saying somebody is lame on a TV show, it ain't even a TV show. Streaming show, that's probably seen multiple times a day by a lot of people. And that's fine if you want to say she a little bit lame or whatever, or, that's fine. You putting out there that she's promiscuous, she got this promiscuous, she comes out being promiscuous, then all of a sudden you want to be gangster and everything, and you from the suburbs and all this stuff, and without makeup you ugly with your fat face and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute. And then you have to hear the tone and the anger that was behind that. And I was just like, what is going on? And my thing is this, as I tweeted on Twitter, I don't understand where this is coming from, and I really do need an understanding because it felt way too personal. And I was just like, it's understandable and it is okay for people to feel a certain way about other people. People are not always going to like this person or like that person that another person likes, okay? And that is fine. And what we are saying is have your opinions, because even though we are putting out there saying that this was wrong, this was nasty, this was unnecessary, there are people that saying, well, I mean, he right. No, that's not what we're talking about. He's right to his opinion about not really rocking with her or not being able to, connect with her or whatever. But all that other stuff about her being promiscuous, you slut shaming her now, because now being promiscuous, that's basically calling her a hoe. Okay? And we don't know none of her sexual partners. Just because, and then you're using that whole, because now it seems as if you're using that whole stereotype and thing that we've been trying to get away from, where, if you dress a certain way, you're going to be called a hoe. And we know that that's not true. There are a lot of people out here who can dress sexy and who can show their bodies, but they're not really sexually active like that. That's just the personality. That's just how they feel. That don't mean that they out here doing anything, and you shouldn't judge like that, because you wouldn't want nobody to judge you. But at the same time, it is okay to not like a person, but to put it on such a personal level and it gets so deep with it like that, that you're literally on this platform slut shaming her, you're body shaming her, you're talking about her looks and everything, and it's just like, and you're talking about where she's coming from and her personality. And I know some people feel like she got to put on personality, it seems a little bit forced. Valid points. I get it, and I'm not arguing that. I'm not, because everybody's entitled to their opinions. But my whole thing is, I was really confused by the whole, now you want to be gangster comment as well. And I said, what did she say? And when has she ever been gangster? Granted, she from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, that ain't saying nothing, because black people come in all shapes and sizes and forms. Okay, we not a monolith, right? But again, when has she ever tried to be gangster? And when has it been? We play around with stuff, but when has she been seriously trying to be gangster? And in that little conversation where she was talking to her people on live, and she said what she said in the most calm and respectful and auntie of these ways, she sounded like a straight up auntie, especially when she said, thank you, amen, hallelujah. You're about to get me riled up. It sounded like somebody auntie or somebody grandma. But yet you want to say that she's gangster? Like, I'm so confused as to where that came from. I am so disappointed. And then to talk about this girl's look. I have gotten on here and I have called certain people facially challenged. I would never say somebody's ugly, but y'all know that just what that means. And the only way that I say that is when they have done something so horrible. And y'all know that. To just come out the blue and to just attack somebody's look, to be funny or whatever, it's messed up. It's messed up. That means that you lack anything else to say. That to attack somebody's looks is just so lame, like you say. Okay, you call her lame, that was even lamer of you. I'm sorry. And I've been a supporter of Flunky Not Evil, but I will tell you this. It has been waning. And I have been one of the ones that's been on the fence, like, I don't know if I really want to continue to support this or, necessarily watch the videos, because I haven't been watching every video, and I've noticed that about myself. I haven't been watching every video these days. And, it's just like in the past few years, I'm just going to be honest, I've seen things that people have been saying, and, I've just made my own opinions about it, right? But in these last few years, it's just like, I don't know, it's just really not clicking anymore. It's just real mean-spirited all of a sudden. And you're a grown man. You are a grown man. You literally just turned 40 years old. And you went in on this 25-year-old, and let's take the age out of it. You're a grown man going in on this woman who did not do anything. This black woman. You're a black man that went in on this black woman, and she didn't even do anything to you or anything to anybody to deserve that. I could see if she was out here just being a just being a mess on Instagram, being a mess on social media or whatever, and just talking out her ass or whatever, and she deserved a tongue lashing, but it didn't happen. And I don't know, it just felt really, it felt weird. Like, where is it coming from? And I know some people are probably like, why y'all so upset about this? You know, she a celebrity or whatever. Because we see this all the time. We see this all the time. And I hate to put out there about the sexuality of it all because, you know, he is a gay man. And this is when it comes into play where a lot of women, heterosexual women, they do have an issue with some gay men coming at them on thinking that they can just, you know, go up against a woman and say anything that they want about a woman just because they're gay. And I've always said I cannot stand an extra messy and unnecessarily messy. Now, sometimes messes happen and sometimes, you know, it's needed a little bit. But then there are times where some people just be messy and just be nasty for no reason. And I cannot stand that, whether you're gay or straight. And I don't know, for some reason it just stings me even harder when it's a gay man, because like we supposed to all be good with each other, and then you just being real nasty for what? Because you feel like you could get away with that shit, right? And I'm just not understanding why this happened and why it triggered him so much. And, you know, now you got people out here just calling you very much misogynistic because that's exactly how it came off. Calling you anti-black because that's exactly how you came off. And you go and look at some of the stuff, people been saying this for years. For years. You know, sometimes some people want to turn a blind eye because, oh, you know, you say something funny or whatever, but, you know, you get moments like this that really open your eyes and say, oh, why would you do that? What's the deep-seated issue? What's going on? And then to attack somebody's looks, why would you do that? Why would you attack somebody's looks? I just don't understand. I don't understand where it's coming from. And then you got Al Reynolds. Somebody said Al Reynolds was 55 years old. Al Reynolds sat his ass up there and he laughed about it. He laughed about it and probably even agreed. I don't know. But see, the thing about Al Reynolds is he's a messy ass. I don't know what he characterized himself as, but I do know he part of the LGBT community, and he just as messy and he's just as foul. You may not just see it, but he's just as problematic. Okay, like for you to sit up there and you to just laugh about it or whatever, and I've seen on clips where he just be laughing about stuff and not saying nothing. It's just really irritating. It's really irritating, and then for you to get upset and to say, I believe that she pregnant. She pregnant, okay? And if you want people to not say nothing, all you should have did was just get on camera and just be like, look at her stomach flat, and I'm not pregnant, and all of that stuff. Who are you to tell somebody what they need to do and why you all up in that lady's uterus and her womb and her insides? How you gonna tell her how she's supposed to act with her sister? How you gonna tell her what she's supposed to do with her body and how she's supposed to control it? And if you actually did your research, you wouldn't have said that, because literally once she got off of live, she was getting ready for an event that she went to that night, and they posted pictures. Halle very much had a super toned stomach. The girl could be pregnant and she's just not showing, but that stomach was very much out, and that stomach was very much flat, and that stomach was very much toned. So basically, they did put it out there to squash the rumors that, yeah, she's not pregnant. At least now, she ain't showing. She didn't put it out there that she's pregnant. She showed her stomach. And let y'all know. No, what y'all saw was probably me just in some baggy clothes, okay? That's just what it was in the angle. I don't know. But what you see now is a flat stomach. Now, if you would have did your research and just went on ahead and looked at her stuff, you would have seen that literally happened in the same day that live happened. They had it posted up. It was in real time, and you could have avoided all of this. But to go in and they was talking about that, but then you made it about Chloe and attacking her looks, attacking her personality. You just went on an attack mode. And again, you can have your opinions, and you don't have to, be all up about somebody and like the person that another person likes or whatever. That's fine. You know, everybody is different. Literally what you could have said is, you know what, I really don't rock with her. Something about her I just can't vibe with, I just can't click with. And I do think that Halle is pregnant. In that tone and all of that. There's no malice, there's no negativity really up in there because everybody's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to get so angered, like you know this girl and this girl shitted on you for real. Like she's been saying stuff or whatever. I'm just really confused. That girl did not deserve that. No woman deserves that, especially ones that be out here doing their own thing and not causing any problems, okay? You know, and it's just like, why are we being so disrespectful? We in this age are so supposed to be in this age of protecting black women. You know, you want women to come to your defense, especially being a gay man, but yet you want to disrespect the hell out of them. And I just don't understand it. And this is coming from somebody who is a lesbian black woman, okay, who was a subscriber. And I've been offended in the past just by some things that he has said, and I had to take a break from him. Okay, and I've just never spoken about it. But you know, this one really just touched nerve because when I say that it literally was uncalled for, and you know, like I said, I'm not that type of person to be nasty to a person just because. But and y'all know that's just not my character. If you've been here, you know that's just not my character. So I don't stoop low like that. I really don't. And who am I to get so upset and in my feelings at somebody else, and I don't know them? Even when these celebrities or these people that be out in the news, in the entertainment news or in the regular news, they do stuff, yeah, we can relay our feelings and our emotions that it brings up. But we don't have to take it so personal as if that thing, as if it was done to us, unless we experienced something like that, unless we was triggered by something that was happening or whatever. I will understand that then. But if you ain't got no real connection to it, why are you getting so upset? I just don't get it. Y'all know, it's the same thing like with these parasocial relationships that these fans have with these celebrities. Y'all know I love Beyonce. Y'all know it, okay? But what you won't see me do is get on here and go off about somebody having a different opinion about her than me, okay? First of all, I'm too grown. I am too grown for that. And second of all, I understand that people are not going to feel the same way as I feel about another person. And that is A-okay. You don't like this person, that's fine. I like them. It's not affecting my life anyway, and it's not affecting your life that you don't like them or that you do like them. So, and then these parasocial relationships where people don't even know how to differentiate reality from fantasy. That y'all really out here ready to go to war for people that don't even know you like that or don't even know you, okay? I just, like, I don't get it. I can't. I just was totally disappointed, you know, and I had to get that out because it was on my mind, because I was just sitting here like, the gangster comment really threw me as well. The looks comment threw me and the gangster comment threw me as well. And I'm like, where has she ever been gangster? I can understand people saying, you know, it makes sense like she's a forced personality. She don't know what she want to do. And then you talking about her music flopping and all that stuff. The girl is successful, and she's way more successful than a lot of us. Her name is still being put out there. She's on a sold out tour, a second leg of another sold out tour. You know, she's acting, she's doing all of this stuff. She's highly successful. Whether or not she sells a lot of records, people know her songs, people know her, and that is A-okay. Just like some people know you. You know, and I just don't understand it. It's just really, I would just say it was really nasty. It was uncalled for. It was disgusting. It was disappointing. It was disheartening. It was very much all of that. And then this is coming from a person that has had struggles themselves, and you knew that this was gonna come. You probably didn't think it was gonna come this hard, but you knew that it was gonna come. You did. You had to have known. And I don't know. I don't know what y'all opinion is. And one more thing. Girl, did y'all hear that stuff about the pink sauce lady? The pink sauce lady. What's her name? Veronica. She said she is now going broke. They call her Chef Pie. Or is it Chef Pie or Chef P? You know, it's Pii. Girl, who gives a care? Um, she said that she is now going broke. She done put up a GoFundMe because she needs some money. Hell, she ain't even got enough money to go and buy her kids food. Now, if you don't know the whole situation with the pink sauce, basically, this lady went viral on TikTok because she was putting pink sauce on everything, right? This is her homemade pink sauce or whatever. And it just, you know, I'm here for any and everybody that's out here trying to make a hustle, trying to make a living, and trying to get their business off the ground. But you got to do it the right way. The reason why a lot of people had negativity, she got a lot of negativity, is because, you know, she was selling this stuff. And, you know, people, social media is a judgmental place. And you're showing how you allegedly put this together. You're shipping it off to people that's buying it, and it's very much in a hazardous way that you were shipping it off. It could be contaminated. It wasn't shipped correctly. That could preserve it and make sure that no bacteria could get through. Make sure that, you know, it won't cause sickness when people eat it and all that stuff. It was being shipped through the mail in hot weathers, bottles exploding and all of that stuff or whatever. Then, you know, they found out that she was doing it in her house. I said, well, else what she was going to do it at. Then, you know, they started getting, and I will say, outside of those concerns, the health concerns of it, I feel like some people was being extra nasty just to be nasty, but other people did have valid concerns, and then they had the FDA involved in it. She didn't know what the FDA was. At one point, I think some people came to her door. Next thing you know, we hearing that she's about to have her stuff in the Walmarts, okay? So apparently this company, Dave's Gourmet, they had came through and she linked up with them, and they was able to get her stuff out there to like a whole bunch of Walmarts. They said like over 4,000 Walmarts or something like that. And now she says that she has not seen a penny. She hasn't seen anything from the residual sales or anything like that. And at one point, I had forgot about this whole thing until somebody had posted a video or a picture of the pink sauce that was still on the counters, still on the shelves, and they was like different color pinks, okay? And now she's basically in a messed up position. I bring this up because I just want y'all to take this and go look at her story and to take it and learn from it. What you have to learn is you have an idea. It is okay to try to put that idea to work. It is okay to try to tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak until you feel that that idea is perfected. Nothing is perfect, but if it's perfected to your liking and to the legal likings of things, go ahead and go about it. You get an offer for something, you have to be careful. Make sure you trademark your stuff. Make sure you copyright your stuff. Make sure you patent your stuff if you can. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get all this paperwork and all this stuff together, and so that your product is yours, so that your business is yours. And then if you have investments and investors that want to come in, or people that just want to take you up on, you know, take you under their wings like this, and give you that, you know, hope of sell you that dream of, oh, we can get you in this and we can get you in that. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you weigh all your options. Don't just go for that first offer that comes to you. I know some people feel like, oh, well, if I don't take this one, ain't no telling when the next offer gonna come. If it is, if it don't, sometimes it's better to take risks on that than to just take the first offer and be effed over, and then you out here looking dumb and broke. And then once you get these contracts, don't sign right away. Make sure you get somebody that can actually read and break down to you what these contracts are saying, what they are implying, what you are going to get from them, and what you have to give them. Okay? Don't just hop on the first thing. And I feel like this company, Dave Gourmet, or whatever it is, they took advantage of her. because they saw somebody that was going through some mess and who was going viral on social media and had a lot of buzz around them because of this product. Because when I tell you, people were talking about it because of the color. People was talking about it because they didn't know what the taste really was. They couldn't put a finger on it. People was out here trying to figure out exactly what the ingredients were and trying to duplicate it, you know. It had crossover from black TikTok to mainstream white TikTok and all that stuff or whatever. It had really crossed over, okay? And so they hopped on this trend. They took her, you know, and they did not even just, they put her out too quick. They didn't try to go through and probably see what they can do to tweak stuff to make the formula better. They didn't wait or try to manage the negativity that she was getting. Somebody said, I mean, they really couldn't manage that. I mean, it could have been. If you got a good marketing team, you can do some wonders, okay? A good marketing team, a good A&R, a good publicist. Baby, where's the publicist? Where's all of them peoples at these days, okay? Like, I just don't understand. But if you got all these people on your teams and, you know how to do business or whatever, you can help this person out and flip that image. You know what I'm saying? If they would have waited, they would have waited a little bit because she wasn't ready to come out. She wasn't ready to come out. Y'all thought y'all saw dollar signs and people was just going to hop on it and just try to go ahead, whether it was for a good reason because they actually wanted it or they're going to buy it just so that they can trash it or whatever because, you know, people do that too. I'm not finna buy no stuff just to trash it. That's just stupid because you're still giving them money. So what's the point? But, yeah, she wasn't ready and they took advantage of her. They took advantage of her, and she probably saw, just like a lot of people, a lot of us who don't have much, and we looking for something to just take care of our family and to live a good life. She saw an opportunity, and she pounced on it. And that's just what I feel like that happened. And I just want y'all to be careful and to read these contracts and don't, you got to weigh your options. You got to weigh your options. That's what you need to do. But, yeah, y'all... totally impromptu video, but y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. And again, I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not coming for nobody. I'm not that negative, nasty person like that. I don't do that, and I just felt like I needed to speak on this because I just don't like. And let's take the celebrity aspect out of it. I just don't like when grown ass men attacking these young girls these days, or young people in general, the ones that ain't really doing nothing that's bothering anybody. And when I say bothering, like, they're not causing an issue. Their image or what they may be putting out because you don't like how they're wearing certain things or whatever, okay, that could be an issue for some. But I mean, otherwise, they're not causing trouble or nothing like that. They're literally just out here trying to live their life and to succeed. And you out here being negative and taking it to heart for what? For what? Like, I don't know. And just to bring a whole bunch of people back into your life and to dig up your past and stuff. Girl, I ain't got time for that. Listen, let these people do what they got to do. Okay, we can have our opinions, but baby, don't take stuff so personal. Don't get personal. And one of my favorite YouTubers said something about my girl. Did you hear me going through it? Girl, no. I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm going to let y'all have it. And not my girl. I'm talking about Monica, okay? I was in there like, oh my God, why did y'all say that? Did you see me go off about it? No, because everybody got their opinions and everybody ain't going to like everybody. And it wasn't that deep. They said what they said, and they said it not from a personal situation, So... we gotta calm that down, all right? Quit taking stuff so personal and coming so hard. Maybe he had a bad day, but it was just a lot. Yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I know y'all know I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all gotta do. I said what I had to say. I'm not gonna say no more. I was just really disappointed. But y'all put it in the comments and y'all be respectful to one another. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.